APNvideo.com is on the air. Today we're coming to you from Boulder Creek High School in Anthem. It's round one of the 2025 Arizona Youth Football League playoffs as the 12U Wildcats take on the Anthem Jaguars. I'm Jeff Lowry. Eric Anderson will have the call of the game, and we'll have all the exciting play coming up next on APNvideo.com.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry out here at Anthem High School, about 10 miles north of 101 on I-17, heading up towards Flagstaff. It's the Southside Wildcats at 4-5 and a 12-under matchup against the Anthem Jaguars. They are 7-1 as far as the colors. The Wildcats in blue, looking a lot like University of Kentucky. And then Anthem, they kind of look like some of the modern uniforms of Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the white, black, and red. So winning the toss were the Wildcats. They elected to receive, so Anthem will be kicking off. Ryder Pratt will be doing the kicking for Anthem, tentatively to return the kick for the Wildcats. Lyles, number 1, and Tejon, number 10. So Lyles on the far side, Tejon here on the near side. Head coach for the Wildcats, James Broom. Trevor Cook for Anthem. And about 84 degrees out on the field. If you're looking back to the south and west, looking into the sun, that'll be a challenge for guys returning kicks or trying to catch a pass looking back into that sun. But gradually the shadows going across the field. So it's 12 and under. Anthem Jaguars and the Southside Wildcats. About 84 degrees. And this Anthem was high school open in 2004. This is the first round of the playoffs, Division II. So again, the Wildcats won the toss. They elected to receive. And it'll be kicking off will be Ryder Pratt for Anthem. It is on the tee and looking away from the sun. The Wildcats on the far side, and this is picked up at the 28-yard line. Tejon on the far side races forward, up over midfield, races down the far sideline. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. No penalty markers. 72 yards on that kick return for the Wildcats. And it was Nino Tejon, 72 yards, and just like that, the Wildcats up 6-0 here on the opening kickoff. So Tejon picking up that ball and up the far sideline, showing that speed and trying, I believe, a 2-point conversion. Kicking will be Boo Boo Corrales. So Christian Boo Boo Corrales will try a 2-point conversion. It's 4 10-minute quarters. If you try to kick the extra point, it is worth 2 points. If you try to run or pass it, and it's worth 1. Corrales was kicking before the ball game, but it appears here that the Wildcats will go for a 1-point conversion. Ton Thomas, number 22, is the huge tailback. The quarterback is Isaiah Camps. They'll go for a 1-point conversion. They hand off to Thomas behind right guard, and he's easily into the end zone for a 1-point conversion. It is 7-0 in favor of the Wildcats after the 72-yard kick return by Tejon on that opening kickoff. So the Wildcats off to a good start here at Anthem High School. Wildcats 4-5. Anthem is 7-1. So the Anthem Jaguars will get the ball next. Madden Cook, the quarterback, wearing number 3. Running backs tentatively Collins 7, Betancourt 55. Wide receivers Wright 0, Wiesmierski is 32, Goss 19, Drew 15. Defense for the Wildcats, guys to keep an eye on. One guy that I believe will be all over the field is Ton Thomas, wearing 22. He's that big running back that got the 1-point conversion. Williams 3 and Garcia 8 for the Wildcats on defense will do a good job for them. So for the Wildcats, all set to kick off. Corrales set to kick off for the Wildcats. And this is a pooch kick to the far side. Picked up from the 31-yard line. And racing to the outside in trouble is Washington. And down he goes back at the 27-yard line. And into the stop that time was Landon Raymer. So that simply was backtracking after picking up the ball at the 31-yard line. Washington tackled back at the 28. So Anthem will go to work, trailing 7-0 here after the 72-yard kick return on the opening kickoff by the Wildcats. Tejon. Be first down and 10 for Anthem from their own 28-yard line. Anthem has won the prior 2 ball games today. The eighth grade group 22-8 over the Mesa Toros, and the 3 p.m. game, Anthem beating West Valley Spartans. First down and 10 for Anthem from their own 28-yard line. Cook goes under center. They hand off going right this time. Trying to get to the outside is Betancourt, and he's chased out over here by Jamari Lyles. And simply a gain of a yard. Some big guys back there. Betancourt, 55. Alex Betancourt, a big running back, 55. It'll be second down and 9 for Anthem from their own 29. They trail it 7-0 here very early in the opening quarter. The shadows coming onto the field, so that sun will be less and less of a problem. Second down and 9 for Anthem from their own 29. Cook goes under center. They pitch it to Collins going left with blockers, gets to the outside, has the first down and more. Collins off to the races. One man to beat. He picks up a block, and he'll go all the way for a touchdown. 71 yards on the run by Wesley Collins around the left side. No penalty markers, and we've got 2 huge runs in this ball game. It's now 7-6. The Wildcats in the lead by a point. 71 yards on the run by Collins. Seen some good speed so far. Now let's see if Anthem will try the PAT with Pratt. He will try the 2-point conversion to try the extra point. The kick conversion will count for 2. So Pratt will try the 2-point conversion. Pretty sure that it is Pratt. We'll double check here, but that was who is scheduled to kick. Kick is up, and actually kicking was Collins. It is no good, so Collins doing the PAT kicks. That was no good, and the score stays 7-6 in favor of the Wildcats. Collins may be a little bit tired after running 71 yards, so a couple of long sprints. The opening kickoff return by the Wildcats. Tejon, 72 yards. The PAT was good. Running in was Thomas. Then Collins, a 71-yard run from scrimmage on the second play from scrimmage for Anthem. The PAT was no good by Collins. Tried to kick it through. And the score remains 7-6 in favor of the Wildcats early here in the opening quarter. So let's see who will do the kicking for Anthem. Pratt has it on the tee. He will do the kickoffs. Tejon back on the far side, and Lyles here on the near side. And this is a pop-up to the 29-yard line. Tejon up the far side. He returned the last one, 72 yards, and he's dragged out of bounds on the far side by Evans. So that just a 13-yard return. Tejon returned the first one, 72 yards for a touchdown. So the Wildcats will go to work now from the line of scrimmage, first and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Wildcats leading 7-6 early in the opening quarter. Couple of long runs. Isaiah Camps is the quarterback, number 2. Williams, number 3. Tun Thomas, 22, a big running back. Lyles, number 1, will also be at running back. Tejon, 10, a receiver. Raymer, 23, and Broom, 13. Tun Thomas, number 22, converted on that conversion, the 1-point conversion. He's in the backfield, first and 10. Wildcats from their own 43-yard line. Camps goes under center. The end around this time to Lyles. Has running room to the outside. Has the first down and more. Dancing into the secondary. Wow. He's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line, and a pickup on the play of 19 yards. That is some quick movement from Jamari Lyles. In fact, they gave him down to the 37, pickup of 20. Not a big guy, Lyles, but wow, was he quick, slipping and sliding off several defenders and The Wildcats now 1st and 10 at the Anthem 37-yard line. Ton Thomas is the big running back. Camps goes out of the shotgun. Not a real big guy. Williams also in the backfield on 1st and 10. Camps, they give it to Williams inside, and he pushes the pile down to the 32-yard line. Venturini as well as Drew in on the tackle for Anthem. Betancourt 55, Drew 15, and 0. Wright are some guys on defense to keep an eye on for Anthem. A pickup of 6. 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats at the 31-yard line of Anthem. Wildcats leading 7-6. About 6 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd down and 4. Wildcats at the 31 of Anthem. Ton Thomas, the tailback, 22. Camps out of the shotgun. They give it to Thomas going right. Cuts it up, taking on defenders inside the 20. Down at the 15-yard line, and a pickup of 16 yards by Ton Thomas. He's a big guy and taken down on that far side, and it was Wright, amongst others, in on the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 15-yard line of Anthem. 7-6 Wildcats here about midway through the opening quarter. We'll see how high scoring this ball game is. It started off with 2 long runs, one by either team. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the 15-yard line of Anthem. Ton Thomas, the tailback. Williams, number 3, running back to the right of Camps, who goes out of the shotgun on 1st down and 10, 3 receivers. Wildcats in possession. Man goes in motion is Lyles. They fake the end around to Lyles. It was going to be a quarterback keeper, and this play is whistled dead, probably motion, legal motion against the Wildcats. Shadows pretty much covering the entire field, so none of the guys will have to really worry about looking back into the sun. A 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15. Wildcats at the 20 of Anthem. Anthem is 7-1. Southside Wildcats are 4-5. So a couple of quick scores right off the bat. The difference in the ball game, a missed PAT by the Wildcats. It is 7-6 Anthem, or I should say 7-6 in favor of the Wildcats. Anthem missing the PAT. First and 15, Wildcats at the 20-yard line of Anthem. Camps out of the shotgun. They hand off inside to Williams, and not much doing. Big hit on defense, Bradley Wright. We've got an injured member of Anthem. 2 injured members of Anthem laid out there, and they look to be injured pretty good. There was a gain of 1 on the play. Our score is 7-6 Wildcats. We're going to take a quick break in the action. Wildcats leading 7-6, about 5 minutes remaining in the opening quarter.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Second down and 14 for the Wildcats at the 19-yard line of Anthem. Anthem, should say the Wildcats leading 7-6 halfway through the opening quarter. A quick toss right side, complete to Tejon, and he's not going to get much, maybe just a couple of yards on that quick pass to the far side. Taken down by Alex Betancourt after a gain of about 3 down to the 16-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 11 for the Wildcats at the 16-yard line of Anthem. They need the 5-yard line for a first down. The injured players for Anthem, Talon Cosper and 85, Jordan Cox, came out on that last play. 3rd and 11, Wildcats at the 16 of Anthem. They need the 5 for a first down. Tun Thomas is the big running back behind Camps, the quarterback. Wildcats up 7-6, about 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Camps out of the shotgun, the handoff to Thomas going left, and he takes a couple of defenders all the way down to the 10-yard line. He dragged right all the way down, as well as Venturini. They credited Thomas with a 4-yard pickup, setting up a 4th down and 6. Wildcats at the 11-yard line of Anthem. Camps brings in the play for the Wildcats. The difference in the ball game, the Wildcats running in the PAT for 1 behind Thomas, and Anthem missing the kick on the extra point. 7-6, Wildcats. About 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. 4th and 6, Wildcats at the 11-yard line of Anthem. Thomas the tailback. Camps out of the shotgun. Hands off to Thomas again behind left guard. He's got the first down and more. He's into the end zone for a touchdown. Tun Thomas goes in from 11 yards. And it is now 13-6 Wildcats. Thomas, an 11-yard run. He is a big bruiser of a running back. And last time they ran it with Tun Thomas. He checks out, but it appears that the Wildcats will try to run or pass it in for the 1-point conversion. About 4 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. The only score or the timekeeping is by the referees, so no operating scoreboard. Do the best we can to estimate the time remaining in the quarters. It is 13-8 Wildcats after the 11-yard touchdown run by Thomas on 4th down and 6. Williams checks out for the Wildcats. And they're going to be flagged for a penalty. Maybe a delay of game. They'll try the 1-point conversion from the 8-yard line. Garcia lines up to the right of Camps, who goes out of the shotgun. The 1-point conversion from the 8-yard line. Camps gets it. He'll look to throw. Fires here to the near side. It is complete. And shy of the first down, or the marker, Jarrell Green, the 3rd. Good defense on this side. Dominic Drew in on that stop. So the 2-point or the 1-point conversion no good. Wildcats leading 13-6. About opening quarter. Wildcats scored on the opening kickoff. Tejon ran the kickoff back 72 yards. The extra point good for 1. Anthem got a 71-yard run by Collins. The PAT kick was no good by Collins. Wildcats now getting an 11-yard run by Thomas to make it 13-6. Wildcats lead 13-6, about 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Corrales will kick off for the Wildcats. And that is a pooch kick to the far side, and that ball is going to bounce out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Wright was back deep. And the ball went out of bounds about the 30-yard line. That's where Anthem will set up shop, 1st down and 10. So no issues with the sun anymore. Before, at the beginning of this ball game, there was still some sun that would have, gotten the eyes of some of the receivers, but not now. 84 degrees. It'll be 1st and 10 Anthem from their own 31-yard line. They trail it 13-6, about 2 to 3 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Madden Cook is the quarterback for Anthem. He goes under center. Betancourt in the backfield. Two backs in the backfield. Collins also in the backfield. They hand off to Betancourt over the left side, and the big guy takes it out to about the 34-yard line, a pickup of 3. It was Cruz Lopez getting helped up after making the stop, a gain of 3. Bradley Wright checks in as well as Betancourt. 2nd down and 7 for Anthem from their own 34-yard line. They trail it 13-6 here, about 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. Cook out of the shotgun. Betancourt to his left and Collins to his right. Looks to throw, heaves it deep down the middle into double coverage. It goes incomplete around the 45-yard line. Tended for Wright, with good coverage right there by Tejon and Chestnut. Into double coverage. Williams comes back in with a play on 3rd and 7. Anthem at their own 34-yard line. They trail it 13-6, about 2 minutes remaining in the opening quarter. They need their own 41 for a first down, 3rd and 7. Anthem from their own 34. Pitch it to Betancourt going right, trying to get to the outside. Slipped one tackle, but going to be strung out and hit out of bounds here on the near side by Tun Thomas. Around the 34, 33-yard line. A loss of 1. It'll be 4th down and 8. For Anthem back at their own 33-yard line. Let's see if they punt. Anthem does not punt the ball, but they're at their own 33. Let's see, I'd imagine they'll go for it. They trail it 13-6, closing moments of the first quarter. Madden Cook brings in the play for Anthem. He's their quarterback. 4th down and 8 for Anthem from their own 33. They need their own 41 for a first down. Betancourt to the left in the backfield, Collins to the right, and we've got movement on that left side of the defensive line. Max Duran jumped, made contact, but was he drawn off? Nope, it'll be offside against Wildcats. That'll make it a little bit easier for Anthem. 4th and 3 from their own 38. Now, Duran did make contact, the left defensive end for the Wildcats. 4th and 3, Anthem from their own 38. They trail it 13-6, closing moments of the opening quarter. Timeout is called by Anthem. They are 7-1 on the season, coached by Trevor Cook. This is 12 and under action. Today's Arizona Youth Football League game is powered by the Husband and Wife Law Team. Serious injury or wrongful death cases go to the Husband and Wife Law Team.com. That is Mark and Alexis Breyer. So Anthem has won the first 2 ball games today. The 1 o'clock game, the 8th grade game, Anthem beating the Mesa Toros 22-8. The 3 p.m. ball game, Anthem beating West Valley Spartans in 11 and under, 13-0. Here it is, the Southside Wildcats leading 13-6 over Anthem, closing moments of the first quarter. Shadows have covered up the entire football field, so no problem with the sun anymore. 4th down and 3 for Anthem from their own 38. Wesley Collins, the single setback with 2 receivers. Cook goes under center. Wright goes in motion on the end around. Wright gets it going from left to right. Cuts it up, has the first down and more. He's up over midfield and finally taken down at the 48-yard line. A pickup of 14. Taken down by Garcia. Nice end around. And it's a first down for Anthem, and that is going to be the end of the opening quarter with the Wildcats leading 13-6. It's the first round of the playoffs, Division II.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's
2 more
actually
weeks.
ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance.
Now we can wait
This will be
right
a
here.
cakewalk.
In
This is what
between
we've waited
quarters.
for.
We've prepared for this.
Recapping
Look,
the
they're
scoring
bigger than
again, the
us. They're all
Wildcats scored on the
talk.
opening
Our
kickoff.
team
Tejon
is not
returned the
afraid
opening
to fight.
kickoff,
We
72
are the
yards
husband and wife law
for a
team.
touchdown. Thomas ran it in for a one-point conversion. Then Anthem getting a 71-yard touchdown run from Collins. He missed the extra
That was great,
point
Alexis.
kick.
I didn't even get hit this
Wildcats
year.
led at 7-6, and Wildcats behind an 11-yard run by Thomas to make it 13-6. They missed the PAT. We start the second quarter, Wildcats leading 13-6. It is first down and 10 for Anthem. The 48-yard line of the Wildcats. Cook out of the shotgun. Fakes it, throws it, tried to get a slant route here and tried to get it to Wismierski. Coverage by Chestnut on the near side, and it goes incomplete. Second and 10. Madden Cook checks the plays here to the near side. It's been getting dark earlier. I think the lights are on already. Sun has been going down around 6 o'clock. Second down and 10 for Anthem from the 48 of the Wildcats. Wildcats up 13-6 very early in the second quarter. Cook goes out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw, looks left, tosses, and it is complete at the 49-yard line this time to Collins, but immediately tackled by Williams. It'll be, well, they'll spot it at the line of scrimmage. No gain, 3rd and 10. Anthem needs to get to the 38 for a first down. They trail it 13-6 here early in the second quarter. Betancourt is in the backfield, but now he'll split out to the left. 4 receivers on 3rd and 10. Anthem at the 48 of the Wildcats. Cook out of the shotgun. Betancourt goes in motion. And we have legal motion against Anthem. It'll cost him 5, bringing up 3rd and 15. Spot the ball back at the 47 of Anthem. 3rd down and 15, a passing situation for the Jaguars. Madden Cook checks the near sideline. Trevor Cook, head coach and father, he brings the play back in. Wildcats got the ball first, so Anthem will get it to start the second half. Anthem 3rd and 15 from their own 47-yard line. Cook out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. He'll look to throw. Throws over the middle. It is complete to right. Has an alley and tripped up at the 35-yard line. Jamari Lyles making the stop. They'll spot that ball at the 33-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 across the middle. Cook making a nice throw to right. Looked like he may have had an alley to go all the way, but he was tripped up by Lyles. 1st and 10, Anthem trying to tie it. Ball rests at the 33-yard line of the Wildcats. Wildcats up 13-6 here about halfway through the second quarter. Cook goes under center. They hand off to the running back, Betancourt, over the right side, and he's going to be lucky to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Ton Thomas again in on the tackle, as well as Blue Feely. And Betancourt shaken up a little bit for Anthem and for the Wildcats, Blue Feely. So a couple of injuries on that play, no gain. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Anthem at the 33 of the Wildcats. Our score is 13-6 Wildcats. And Betancourt gets up. It is not Betancourt. It was Tyler Scott. Check that. Tyler Scott. Betancourt's fine. He was not one that was injured. So Tyler Scott comes off. 2nd down and 10 for Anthem at the 33-yard line of the Wildcats. Wildcats leading 13-6 midway through the second quarter. Cook goes under center on 2nd and 10. Betancourt in the backfield as well as Collins. They pitch it to Collins going left. Trying to get to the outside, slipped one tackle and taken out of bounds on the near side at the original line of scrimmage. Lyles as well as Camps and Ton Thomas there to make the tackle. So no gain on the play. 3rd down and 10 for Anthem at the 33-yard line of the Wildcats. Wildcats leading 13-6. About 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Or I should say opening half. Third down and 10. Cook looks to throw, fires, it goes incomplete, nearly intercepted on the far side by Thomas. So it goes incomplete. 4th down and 10 for Anthem at the 33-yard line of the Wildcats. Wildcats up 13-6, about 4 minutes remaining in the half. Anthem needs to get down to the 23 for a first down. Cook goes out of the shotgun. Collins to his right, a high snap. That ball is thrown in traffic. Betancourt makes the catch down here at the 18-yard line. A 15-yard pickup with the coverage over here by Chestnut and Tejon, but big man there, Betancourt, going up in traffic, making the catch for 15 yards. Anthem 1st down and 10 at the 18-yard line of the Wildcats, trying to tie it up. They can tie it up or take the lead. They trail at 13-6 here, about 3 minutes remaining in the half. 1st and 10. And off to Collins inside. He's got a little bit of a hole inside the 15 and continues to push the pile down to around the 12. A pickup of 6. Good job by that offensive line and by Collins to push that pile. Second down and 4 for Anthem at the 12-yard line of the Wildcats. Wildcats leading 13-6. Handoff to Betancourt, goes straight ahead, now cuts to his left, trying to get to the outside. A foot race, and Betancourt into the end zone. 12-yard touchdown run by Betancourt, and Anthem is within a point. They trail it 13-12. Betancourt, a big guy with some good speed. And let's see what Anthem decides to do. They will try a 2-point kick conversion to try to take the lead. They trail at 13-12. Collins will try the extra point. He missed the first one. This to try to give Anthem the lead. Kick is up. It is good. Anthem takes the lead, 14-13. So Collins with a 2-point kick conversion. And that's the difference in the ball game now. Collins making the extra point kick to give Anthem a 14-13 lead. Couple of moments before halftime. Anthem will get the ball to start the second half. So Anthem will kick off here. It'll be Pratt. Tejon on the near side. He returned the opening kickoff 72 yards, and Lyles on the far side to return it for the Wildcats. 14-13, Anthem leads it here, closing moments of the first half. Pratt to kick off for Anthem. Lights are on now as sun's starting to go down. Anthem gets the ball to start the second half. Pratt's kick is a good one. It's off the fingertips of Lyles, back of the 15-yard line. Races to his left, cuts back into the middle, and he's thrown down at the 26-yard line. Nice special teams tackle by Wesley Collins. Running back doing a good job. They'll spot the ball at the 27-yard line. Return of 12 by Lyles. 1st and 10, Wildcats from their own 27-yard line. First time in the ball game, Wildcats have trailed. They trail at 14-13 here, closing moments of the first half. Isaiah Camps is the quarterback for the Wildcats. Yeah, the lights are down here, and sun's starting to go down about 5:30 Mountain Time. Ton Thomas is the running back. Camps out of the shotgun. 1st and 10, Wildcats from their own 27. 3 receivers set. Man goes in motion towards the near side, and on an end around, trying to get the corner is Tejon, and he's going to pick up a couple. Chased out of bounds by Bradley Wright. That'll be a gain of 2 on the end around to Tejon. It'll be 2nd down and 8, Wildcats from their own 29-yard line. They trail at 14-13 here moments before halftime. Very evenly matched ball game. So the Wildcats 2nd and 8 from their own 29-yard line. Ton Thomas, the running back. Camps, the quarterback. Williams to his left in the backfield. 3 receivers. Camps gets a snap. They hand off to Thomas over the left side. Now cuts it to his right. And holding on for his dear life and making the tackle on that defensive line. Well, we have it at 71, but I'm guessing 11, Ryder Pratt. There is no 71, but it's number 11, Ryder Pratt, who has done the kicking off. That was a gain of 6. He held on for dear life. 3rd and 2 for the Wildcats from their own 35-yard line. They trail at 14-13 here in the closing moments of the first half. Anthem trying to win all 3 ball games this afternoon. 3rd and 2, Wildcats from their own 30. Empty backfield. Camps out of the shotgun. Now Williams shifts as the lone setback with 2 receivers. 3rd down and 2. Camps out of the shotgun. They hand off to Williams. He lost the handle on the ball, and who's going to get it? It appears that Anthem recovered that ball. It was Wesley Collins recovering the fumble for Anthem. Williams never really had a handle on it, and on downs, Anthem will take over 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line of the Wildcats, and Caleb Garcia, number 8, shaken up for the Wildcats. So a costly turnover for the Wildcats, and Anthem with a short field leading 14-13 here moments before halftime, and the Wildcats, or I should say Anthem, gets the ball to start the second half. So Garcia getting up gingerly for the Wildcats, but Anthem will have great field position, 1st and 10 at the Wildcats 34 after the fumble. 14-13 Anthem here, closing moments of the first half. And Anthem will get the ball to start the second half. Collins will be the running back. Cook, the quarterback, out of the shotgun for Anthem, 1st and 10 at the 34 of the Wildcats. 4 receivers set for Anthem. And a quick throw here to the near side. It's complete to Betancourt. Looked like he stepped out of bounds. They're saying he stayed in bounds, racing down the far sideline. And that is good for a touchdown, 34 yards to Betancourt. And Anthem now leads it 20-13, moments before halftime. Say, it sure looked like he stepped out of bounds. To be honest, I've seen several. These refs do the best that they can, but I've seen a couple of plays that certainly look like the player stepped out of bounds, but you've only got a couple of refs. They can't have eyes behind their back or behind their heads. So Betancourt going 34 yards on the pass reception. And Collins will try the 2-point extra point kick. He is 1 for 2 in extra point tries. This one is up and it is blocked. So that was blocked at the line of scrimmage. And the score remains 20-13 in favor of Anthem here just before halftime. And Anthem gets the ball to start the second half. Anthem with 14 unanswered points. Anthem up 20-13 just before halftime. Lyles on the far side, Tejon here on the near side for the Wildcats. It'll be Pratt to kick off for Anthem. So the lights on here at Boulder Creek High School, and the sun's starting to go down, getting dark. Anthem leading 20-13 just before halftime. Pratt to kick off. That is a boot. Lyles has it dropped at the 29. Picks it up, races to the near side, tries to get to the outside, and he's wrestled down by Pratt right around where he picked up the ball at the 29. That's fine. The Wildcats will have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line, trailing 20-13 just before halftime, and Anthem calls a timeout. I guess you might as well use the timeouts. Not quite sure why they're doing it. The closing moments of the opening half. And Anthem will get the ball to start the second half. Wildcats scored first on a 72-yard kick return on the opening kickoff by Tejon. The extra point good for 1. Anthem scored on a 71-yard touchdown run by Collins. The extra point kick was missed. It was 7-6 Wildcats. Wildcats getting 11-yard run from Thomas to make it 13-6. Then Anthem took a 14-13 lead on a 12-yard touchdown run by Betancourt. The extra point by Collins was good for 2, and then Anthem getting a 34-yard run on a pass reception by Betancourt to make it 20-13. Extra point was blocked. So Anthem leading 20-13 here just before halftime. Wildcats taking over 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Ton Thomas, number 22, is the running back. Camps, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Williams to his left in the backfield, 1st and 10, Wildcats. From their own 30-yard line, 3 receivers. The handoff to Thomas over the left side, gets to the outside, has the first down and more, runs into the secondary, taking on defenders, and finally taken down around the 43-yard line after a 27-yard pickup. Ton Thomas can run, and the ball will be spotted at the 43 of Anthem. And a timeout is called. Wildcats trying to maybe tie it up just before halftime here. Game one was the 8th graders at 1 p.m. Anthem beating the Mesa Toros 22-8, 3 p.m. ball game. Anthem beating West Valley Spartans 13-0, and here 5 p.m. ball game. It is 20-13, Anthem leading over the Southside Wildcats, but the Wildcats on the move here at the end of the first half. It'll be first down and 10 for the Wildcats at the 43 of Anthem. Ton Thomas is the big running back in the backfield. He has 1 touchdown already today. Camps out of the shotgun. Williams to his right, the backfield on 1st and 10. 43-yard line of Anthem, the line of scrimmage. Thomas now shifts up to the left. Camps gets a snap, goes to his left, looks to throw, tosses it complete out of the backfield is Williams. He has a first down and more down the left side. Going to mark him out around the 29-yard line, a pickup of 14. And a couple of guys getting up a little bit slow over there, but he'll spot the ball at the 30-yard line, a pickup of 13. Wildcats 1st and 10. Well, now they mark it spot at the 29 where it was initially spotted. Wildcats trying to score before the end of this first half. Anthem leading 20-13. So the Wildcats trying to get a score before the end of the first half. They trail it 20-13. 1st and 10, Wildcats at the 29 of Anthem. Camps out of the shotgun. Ton Thomas to his right. Camps rolls to his left, throws, goes incomplete around the 25-yard line. It was intended for Joshua Broom, but it goes incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Wildcats at the 29 of Anthem. Closing moments of the first half. It is 20-13, Anthem in the lead. They've scored 14 unanswered points. Ton Thomas, number 22, the tailback, behind Camps, who goes out of the shotgun in 2nd and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 29 of Anthem with 4 receivers. Camps hands off to Thomas going right. Tries to get to the outside. A penalty marker comes in. He's inside the 20, the 15. Bulldozes his way down to about the 12-yard line. It'd be a pickup on the play of 17, but that's probably in the vicinity of holding. Well, we'll see what the call is. The penalty, the holding penalty, was declined. And that will be the end of the first half, with Anthem leading by a score of 20-13. Take a break here and back in about 10 minutes. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry at Anthem High School, not Anthem High School, Boulder Creek High School in Anthem, about maybe 10 miles north of 101 up I-17 on the way to Flagstaff. And our score is Anthem leading 20-13 over the Southside Wildcats. And Anthem will get the ball to start the second half, as back deep is Wright to return this kick of Corrales for the Wildcats. So 20-13 Anthem as we start the third quarter. Lights are on, the sun has gone down, temperatures in the low 80s, just perfect outside. And we've got a tight ball game. Anthem, their teams are trying to win all three today. Corrales' kick is positioned here to the near side, and it will be recovered. Well, ball went out of bounds. In fact, Wright grabbed it just before the Wildcats' Chestnut could get there. That was an interesting play. That was close. The Wildcats nearly got it, but Wright for Anthem just got it before it went out of bounds. First and 10, first and 10 Anthem from their own 33-yard line. The Wildcats scored first on the opening kickoff. Tejon returned the kick 72 yards. The one-point run was good for the one-point conversion. Anthem tied it on a 71-yard touchdown run by Collins. The extra point kick was missed. It was 7-6 Wildcats. First down and 10. They hand off inside, and it's Collins going to his left, and he picks up about 2 out to the 35-yard line. Second down and 8 for Anthem. The tackle made by the Wildcats, and it was Schoonover. But then it was 13-6 Wildcats, an 11-yard touchdown run by Thomas, but then 14 unanswered points by Anthem, a 12-yard touchdown run by Betancourt, and then a 34-yard touchdown pass reception by Betancourt. One of the extra points was made for 2 points on the kick, so it's 20-13 Anthem right here. Second down and 8, a handoff inside, nothing doing. Nothing doing on that handoff straight ahead by Anthem. So a couple of defenders on that play. Duran amongst others on that as they ran that ball straight up the middle. It's going to be a penalty on the Wildcats, potentially face mask is what I'm guessing, a personal foul against the Wildcats who move the ball to midfield, move the chains first down and 10 for Anthem at midfield. Costly personal foul penalty against the Wildcats. Anthem with 14 unanswered points. They lead it 20-13, very early stages of the third quarter. First and 10 Anthem from midfield. Cook goes under center, Collins and Betancourt in the backfield, and that ball is fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by the Wildcats. Coming away with it for the Wildcats was Jarrell Green III, and it looked like maybe Cook never quite got the handle on that snap. So it was recovered by Green for the Wildcats. It'll be first down and 10, Wildcats at the 46 of Anthem. So it appeared Cook never really got a handle on that snap, so a short field for the Wildcats at the 46 of Anthem. Anthem leading 20-13, early stages of the third quarter. Sun has completely gone down. Ton Thomas, number 22, has an 11-yard touchdown run, is the running back. The quarterback is Camps, number 2. Harris splits out. Well, they stack it with receivers on both sides in tight to the Wildcats. First down and 10. Handoff to Thomas over the left side. He loses the handle on the ball, and it's going to be recovered by Anthem here on the near side. Recovered by Luke Evans. Evans recovers the fumble for Anthem, so fumbles back and forth, exchanging fumbles, Anthem and the Wildcats, and Anthem gets it back first and 10 from their own 43. So look at that. Wildcats thought they had an opportunity, but Thomas with a fumble, and Anthem gets it right back, first and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Cook, the quarterback. Collins to his right in the backfield. 1st and 10, Anthem from their own 43. Betancourt comes in motion. Handoff to Williams. Stutter steps, now bounces to his left. He's in trouble. Reverses his field, but he is going to be dead to right. Well, actually made some headway back to the 40-yard line. Only a loss of 3. So several members of the Wildcats there. And Witten Schoonover amongst them, number 82 on that defensive line. A loss of 3, 2nd and 13 for Anthem from their own 40-yard line. Anthem leading 20-13 here midway through the third quarter. Maybe 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 6 to 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter, possibly. 2nd and 13 for Anthem from their own 40. Williams, the tailback, behind Cook. 3 receivers. Wright goes in motion. The end around Wright has his jersey grabbed and now reverses course, and he's going to be chased out of bounds. Well, he's not quite out. He's going to lose even more yardage, and that play never got off the ground. Eventually, the tackle was made by the Wildcats and Cruz Lopez. Several members of that Wildcat defense continued to move Anthem and Wright backing up, and eventually a loss of 9 back to the 31-yard line. Sets up a 3rd down and 22 for Anthem, now back at their own 31. Anthem leading 20-13, about 6 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Anthem needing the opposite 47 for a 1st down. Cook out of the shotgun, Collins to his right, 4 receivers. Passing situation. Cook throws into traffic, and that was nearly intercepted, intended for Betancourt around the 40-yard line. And right there was Joshua Broom, who could have intercepted it. Now it's decision time, 4th and 22 for Anthem back at their own 31-yard line. Do they punt it away, or do they go for it? They generally don't punt at all. Anthem leading 20-13, but facing a 4th and 22 from their own 31-yard line. They need the opposite 47 for a 1st down. Cook out of the shotgun, Betancourt to his left, Collins to his right. 4th and 22. Cook tosses deep down the near side, and that is complete at the 43-yard line. Wright went up and made a play in double coverage, and he's got the 1st down to the 41-yard line. A 28-yard pickup as Bradley Wright went up in traffic, and just what the doctor ordered for Anthem. What a play by Wright. And it's a 1st down. They needed 22 and got 28 down to the 41 of the Wildcats. It's just how you draw it up. Don't know how he got that in traffic. Went up and made a play. 1st and 10, Anthem at the 41-yard line of the Wildcats. Anthem leading 20-13, about 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Wright goes in motion over to the far side as Cook goes under center. Betancourt to the left, Collins to the right. They pitch it to Collins in the backfield going to his left. He's in trouble. Tries to get the corner, does get the corner. Has the 1st down and more, and a gain of 17 to the far side down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. Collins with showing a good burst of speed. He showed that earlier in the ballgame on a 71-yard touchdown run. Anthem on the move, 1st and 10 at the Wildcat 26-yard line. Anthem trying to add to a 20-13 lead, about 3 to 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter as they continue to run the clock. Anthem trying to win all 3 ball games today. 1st and 10, Anthem at the Wildcat 26-yard line. Betancourt to the left, Collins to the right in the backfield. Cook goes under center. They hand off to Collins again over the left side, and I don't know that he's even going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. It was Blue Feely messing that play up on defense for the Wildcats. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. Anthem at the 27-yard line of the Wildcats. Anthem leading 20-13, about 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Just estimating the time again is the no operating scoreboard. Second down and 10, Anthem at the Wildcats, 26. Cook rolls out, throws here into traffic here on the near side. It goes incomplete. Intended for Knuppel with some good coverage on defense, the Wildcats and Tejon. Goes incomplete, stopping the clock, third down and 10. Anthem at the 27 of the Wildcats. They need to get down about the 17 for the first down, 4-down territory. Anthem leading 20-13, about 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. About a minute to go? Oh, guessing maybe 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Third and 10 for Anthem at the 27-yard line of the Wildcats. Collins, the single setback, right goes in motion. They fake the end around, they pitch it to Collins going right. Has a little bit of a sliver, a penalty marker comes in, and this is probably going to be in the vicinity of holding. Tackle made by Landon Raymer, no, I should say Tun Thomas, 22. I'm guessing this is coming back due to holding against Anthem. And decision time for the Wildcats. He didn't gain any yards on it. Do you decline it or do you take it? Holding against Anthem, and it will be declined because there was no gain on the play, bringing up fourth down and 10. It's showing third and 10 on the far side, but thinking fourth down and 10. Ball rests at the 27 of the Wildcats. Anthem in possession, and Anthem leading 20-13 about halfway through the third quarter. They need to get down around the 17 for a first down. Well, it's still showing third down on the far side. Collins, the running back. Cook out of the shotgun. Still showing third and 10. Cook throws down the middle, and this ball is incomplete. A good hit down low. Big hit by Tejon. And a member of Anthem who tried to make that catch is down inside the 10-yard line. Betancourt getting up a little bit slow for Anthem, and he was trying to make a catch in a dangerous position, and he was hit pretty hard. There was no catch. It went incomplete, and it'll be fourth down and 11 for Anthem at the 27-yard line of the Wildcats. Anthem up 20-13, about 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. So Betancourt will go out of the ball game. Fourth down and 11. Two backs in the backfield. And a timeout is called by Anthem. Cadence Washington was in the backfield as well as Collins, with Betancourt on the sideline. Anthem trying to get all their ducks in a row, calling a timeout as they lead at 20-13, about 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and Anthem facing a fourth and 11 at the 27 of the Wildcats. About 6:08 Mountain Time here. Anybody listening out of the area, and it's completely dark out. So the sun going down earlier these days. Lights are on and the temperature probably in the high 70s now. Just beautiful out. About 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter, 20-13 Anthem, and let's see what Anthem has figured out as far as a play call here on 4th and 11. Anthem at the 27 of the Wildcats. Cook out of the shotgun. Collins lines up to his right in the backfield. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. They need to get down to about the 17 for a first down. Cook out of the shotgun. He tosses it near side, complete to right. With running room inside the 20, the 15, dodges tacklers and taken down around the 10-yard line. A pickup on the play of 17. Over in on the stop, Chestnut and Tejon. Tell you, Wright has had a great game for Anthem, making some big plays. It'll be first down and goal for Anthem at the 10-yard line of the Wildcats. A big fourth down conversion for Anthem. They lead it 20-13, about 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Betancourt is on the sideline, the big running back for Anthem. It'll be first and goal. Anthem at the Wildcats' 10-yard line. Cook out of the shotgun. Collins to his right in the backfield. They hand off to Collins going behind left guard, and not going to get much. Maybe back to the original line of scrimmage. Feely in on the stop that time with an assist from Green. No gain on the play. It's second down and goal. Anthem running some time off the clock as they lead it 20-13 here in the closing moments of the third quarter. And we've got believe it's an injured ball player, unless it's just a shoe issue for Anthem. It appears to be an injury for Anthem, and I believe we'll take a timeout. Injury for Anthem, and Anthem leading 20-13, about 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
What they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. Look, they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. It's Anthem 20-13, about 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The injured player, Wesley Collins, it appeared to be his right ankle, and he's a tremendous running back, and that's a tough injury for Anthem. They hand off to Betancourt straight ahead, the running back, and this play is whistled dead before it can get going. It's going to be motion against Anthem. So Betancourt, who is injured, he's back in, and Collins now out on the bench for Anthem. They move it back to the 15-yard line. It'll be second and goal for Anthem at the 15 of the Wildcats. Collins had the big 71-yard run earlier in the ballgame. He's also their extra point man who kicks the extra points, and not good that he's on the bench now for Anthem. Washington in the backfield to the right, and Betancourt to the left on second and goal for Anthem at the 15-yard line of the Wildcats. Cook goes under center. Handoff to Washington inside, and he was stuck at the line of scrimmage. Big hit by Tun Thomas. He's a big ball player. No gain on the play, 3rd and goal. So the Wildcats trying to make a stop down here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Anthem leading 20-13. Checking in for Anthem is Madden Cook, not checking in. He's the quarterback, just getting the plays from the sideline. They get a lot of cardio activity back and forth, the quarterbacks do, from the sideline. 3rd and goal for Anthem at the 15-yard line of the Wildcats. Washington to the right. Well, we have a timeout is called by Anthem, I do believe. Well, that's going to be the end of the quarter. That'll be the end of the quarter with Anthem leading 20-13. Be back momentarily. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. 20-13, Anthem leading, and Anthem 3rd down and goal from the 15-yard line. They faked the reverse, and now going to the right side was Betancourt. He's going to pick up a couple. Not a whole lot on that play, and Tun Thomas has been all over the place for the Wildcats. That was just a pickup of 2. It'll be 4th down and goal. Anthem at the 13-yard line of the Wildcats. Just underway in the 4th quarter. Anthem leading 20-13. Trying to run that clock, but this is still just anybody's ball game. Wesley Collins on the sideline for Anthem, one of the star running backs with an ankle injury, so that's costly for Anthem. 4th down and goal for Anthem at the Wildcats' 13-yard line. Cook goes out of the shotgun. He'll look to throw, fires towards the end zone underneath at the 5-yard line, and racing into the end zone for the touchdown is Wright. Now it looks like maybe he's got a cramp. Hopefully that's all it is. It goes for 13 yards to Wright. And it's 26-13 Anthem. He caught that at the 5, and then you wonder if it's a hamstring or something. Or I shouldn't say hamstring, but maybe a cramp. It's his right leg, but so Wright is being helped off. He's had a heck of a night. Now he's walking all right. Hopefully it's just a cramp. So 26-13 Anthem here early in the 4th quarter. Now Wright is moving all right. Hopefully that was just a cramp. Goes for 13 yards. So Anthem scoring early here in the 4th quarter, leading at 26-13. Their kicker that does the extra points, Collins, on the bench. So I'd imagine that they would go for the 1-point conversion. They did. Well, they've tried kicking each time, and Collins has made a couple, but Anthem will go for 2. Or I should say for 1. If you kick it, it's good for 2. Running it or passing it is for 1. This is a throw to the end zone. It's complete to Betancourt for the 1-point conversion. It is 27-13 in favor of Anthem here early in the fourth quarter. That Betancourt is a big target. Number 55 for Anthem. Alex Betancourt is a big target, a big ball player for the Anthem Jaguars, who are trying to sweep all the ball games today. But still almost the whole fourth quarter remaining. And for Anthem, Pratt has been doing the kicking off. Back deep for the Wildcats, Tejon on the near side, Lyles on the far side. Tejon ran back the opening kickoff, 72 yards for a touchdown. It is 27-13 Anthem, about a minute into the fourth quarter. 4 10-minute quarters. Pratt to kick off for Anthem. That is a squib kick. Tejon from the 31-yard line races to the near side, and he is grabbed and thrown down around the 37. Some tough defense by Ethan Byerly. Just a 7-yard return by Tejon. Some good special teams by Anthem. The Wildcats 1st and 10 from their own 37-yard line. Plenty of time. They trail at 27-13. Do the Wildcats pretty much the entire fourth quarter, but they do have to keep an eye on the clock. So about 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10. Wildcats from their own 37-yard line. They trail at 27-13. Ton Thomas is the big single setback behind Camps, who goes out of the shotgun. Williams to his right. Handoff to Thomas straight ahead with a huge hole, and he's upended shy of the first down marker that time by Dominic Drew. Textbook tackle, a gain of 7, and mentioned Drew about half the size of Ton Thomas. It'll be 2nd and 3. Wildcats from their own 44-yard line. You know, the interesting thing, and Jeff, maybe you had this growing up, there's kids that grow and mature much earlier than others. I mean, had kids maybe few shaving even in 6th grade, or full grown, or 6th and 7th grade. And this level, some of the guys may be full grown, but they may not continue to grow. So some people get their growth spurts even after high school. You just don't know. 2nd and 3, Wildcats from their own 44-yard line. Camps out of the shotgun. He rolls to his left, throws deep down the left side, has a man wide open. It is complete, and off to the races for a touchdown. The Wildcats pick one up. Complete for a touchdown to Nino Tejon. It goes for 53 yards. And just like that, Anthem's lead's been cut to 27-19. Very nice pass by Camps. And let's see if Corrales will try the extra point. They have tried to run them in. I'd imagine, well, Corrales will try the 2-point extra point kick. Well, he will. Not sure what's going on. Ton Thomas is going to be the holder, and a timeout is called by the Wildcats, and it appears they were going to spot that ball only 5 yards back from the line of scrimmage. And probably the most difficult thing is getting somebody, a long snapper, to be able to snap that ball 7 yards or snap it good. But they are only lining up 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and I'm not sure if it might be the 8 and under level that they have no pass rush on the extra point kicks, but in this level they do rush on the PATs. So it appears Corrales will try the 2-point extra point kick for the Wildcats. It is 27-19 Anthem after the Wildcats getting a 53-yard touchdown pass to Tejon, his second touchdown of the early evening. Corrales will try the extra point just 5 yards back behind the line of scrimmage. Ton Thomas will hold. They will put it on a 1-inch tee. So Corrales will try the extra point for a 2-point conversion. When you're only 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, I guess we'll see if they are able to rush. I think they do. The extra point try for 2 coming from Corrales. And that kick is up, and miraculously or unbelievably, it is good. He got it up over the pass rushers, and it is a 2-point kick conversion for Corrales, just getting it over the crossbar, and that's a big 2-point extra point kick. Anthem's lead has been cut to 6, 27-21, and right around 7 minutes still remaining approximately in the fourth quarter. So we certainly have ourselves a ball game. Some good blocking on that offensive line for the Wildcats to allow Corrales to actually get that ball up and through the uprights for the 2-point extra point kick. So the extra points may be the difference in the ball game. The Wildcats now could get a touchdown and just a 1-point conversion and take the lead should they do so. They trail at 27-21. Anthem leading with about 7 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Washington back deep to return this kick for Anthem. Corrales looks like he's going to do the onside kick, and he does. It goes 10 yards. It is recovered on the far side by Anthem and Jarek Wismierski. So a good onside kick recovery by Anthem. They'll have great field position, 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. That's one thing now in the NFL that due to the safety measures that have been taken, there are no surprise onside kicks anymore. On occasion, they would surprise you with an onside kick to start a ball game. Now you have to announce that you're doing an onside kick. So the surprise factor has been taken out of the NFL onside kicks. 27-21, Anthem leading with about 7 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Anthem 1st down and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Cook goes out of the shotgun. A low snap, and he simply falls on it back at the 42-yard line. A loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16. Anthem back at their own 42-yard line. Well, is spotted at the 43, a loss of 5. 2nd and 15. Anthem from their own 43. Anthem leading 27-21, about 7 minutes approximately remaining in the fourth quarter. So Anthem going to have to get some first downs and potentially another touchdown, as this ball game certainly up in the air with just a 27-21 Anthem lead. About 7 minutes remaining in the ball game. Anthem 2nd and 15 from their own 43. 2 backs in the backfield. Collins on the sideline. And they go straight ahead, and it's getting back to the original line of scrimmage that time. Not much gain is Betancourt. Thomas and Lyles in on the tackle and no gain. 3rd and 15, Anthem from their own 15-yard line. Collins, one of the main great running back for Anthem, on the sideline with a bad ankle. So Anthem missing one of their best players. Cook brings in the play. 3rd and 15, Anthem from their own 43. They need the opposite 42 for a first down, and Anthem holding on to a slim 6-point lead at 27-21, about 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 15, they pitch it to Betancourt on the reverse. This is Wright trying to get to the outside, and he's going to be taken out of bounds around the 41, a loss of 2. Feely as well as Green had that sniffed out from the get-go. That one didn't go anywhere. I think they're going to mark it at the original line of scrimmage, even though I thought he was out back at the 41, so no gain. 4th and 15 for Anthem from their own 43. Anthem does not punt at all. They really said that they don't punt. You risk a block potentially at this level. So Anthem will go for it. 4th and 15 from their own 43-yard line. They need the other 42 for a first down. Cook out of the shotgun. Betancourt to his left. Cook heaves it up to the far side into traffic. Penalty markers come in, and we may have interference. Intended for Wright. It was Tejon and Raymer that were in the vicinity, and I believe might be pass interference, and it's going to be against the Wildcats. That's one of the things you can get on 4th and long. Throw it up there, and you might get interference. It's going to be, in fact, not interference, holding against the Wildcats, and it'll be a first down at the 42-yard line of the Wildcats. So move the chains. That is a huge play in the ball game. Anthem leading 27-21 about halfway through the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 at the 42, and this is a fumbled exchange. And wisely, Cook just falls on it. It will be a loss of 2. Well, we'll say a loss of 1. It'll be to the 43 of the Wildcats, but the clock continues to tick. And 2nd down 11 for the Anthem Jaguars, the 43 of the Wildcats. Anthem with a slim 6-point lead, 27-21. We're guessing about 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 11. Anthem at the 43 of the Wildcats. Betancourt in the backfield. They hand off to Betancourt straight ahead, and he's going to be hit and dropped for a 2-yard loss inside by Schoonover. They're going to give him a favorable spot at the 44, just a loss of a yard, setting up a 3rd down and 12. The ball sits at the 44 of the Wildcats. 4-down territory for Anthem as they continue to milk the clock here about, I'm guessing, halfway through the fourth quarter, and it's a 27-21 Anthem lead. This is going to come down to the wire. The first down marker is at the 32-yard line of the Wildcats. 3rd down and 12. Cook out of the shotgun. 3 receivers near side. Throws the near side complete to Wright. Goes forward. He's not going to get it, not get anywhere. He's gang tackled, and the first one to grab him was Thomas. Big Ton Thomas. A nice play, nice drawn-up play, but it ended up losing a yard back to the 45 of the Wildcats, and timeout is called by the Wildcats about halfway through the fourth quarter, we're guessing. And Anthem with a 27-21 lead. And Anthem will be facing a 4th down and 13 at the Wildcat 45-yard line. That was a nice idea on that play to Wright. It just was snuffed out by the Wildcats. Now they gave him another favorable spot around the 44. So it'll be 4th and 12, we'll call it, at the 44. The Wildcats, Anthem in possession, leading 27-21. Guessing around 5 minutes remaining in this contest. That's the thing without having the operating scoreboard clock to know exactly how much time is left in a close ball game. How many timeouts are left? Big play for Anthem. 4th and 12 at the Wildcat 44-yard line. Big play, the biggest play in this ball game as we sit. 27-21 Anthem. About 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 4th down and 12. Cook out of the shotgun. Swings it out to Betancourt. Dodges one defender, breaks another tackle, stays on his feet, and he's going to be shy of the first down. Taken down by Ton Thomas at the 36-yard line. He needed the 32, and he comes up short by about 4 yards. Nice play once again, but they didn't pick up the first down. Anthem continuing to run the clock, but on downs they give it over to the Wildcats. 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 36-yard line. And this drive could potentially give the Wildcats the lead. They trail at 27-21. About 4 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. The Wildcats need a touchdown and a 1-point conversion to take the lead. The Anthem fans chanting defense. 1st and 10, Wildcats from their own 36-yard line. Camps goes out of the shotgun. Ton Thomas, the running back, about twice the size of the quarterback Camps, to his right. 4 receivers on 1st and 10. Wildcats from their own 36. Camps rolls to his left. In trouble. Races forward. Close to the first down marker. Slides about a yard shy of the first down out to the 45-yard line. Picked up 9. I didn't think Camps had too much territory to run to, but man, was he quick. Picked up 9. 2nd and 1. Wildcats of their own 45. They trail at 27-21, about 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 1. Wildcats from their own 45-yard line. Camps out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. Thomas, the running back. Camps tosses left-sided, is complete out of the backfield. Lyles makes the catch, fights his way up close to midfield. And he is going to be marked out at about the 49 of Anthem, a pickup of 6. So the Wildcats on the move, trailing 27-21, about 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10, Wildcats in Anthem territory at their 49. The Anthem faithful chanting for defense. Camps out of the shotgun on 1st down and 10. Wildcats at the 49 of the Anthem Jaguars. Thomas, the running back. Camps will throw. A penalty marker comes in, and this play is whistled dead. It's going to be against the Wildcats. I believe motion against the Wildcats. So after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Wildcats back at their own 44-yard line. Camps, the quarterback, with 4 receivers. Thomas, the running back. Camps will look to throw. Throws it deep down the middle of the field. It goes incomplete. There's contact there. Lyles and a couple of defenders at the 35-yard line. Appeared to be Kobe McGowan on the coverage. It goes incomplete. 2nd and 15. Wildcats from their own 46. Anthem holding on to a 27-21 lead here, about 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 15. Anthem from their own 46-yard line. Camps out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. Thomas, the running back. Camps races to his right. Going to take off over midfield and races towards the sideline and chased out around the 44-yard line of Anthem, and it's a pickup of 10 on the play. Camps is a quick one. They'll spot the ball at the 44 of Anthem. 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. They trail at 27-21, about 2 to 3 minutes remaining in this one. 27-21 Anthem, 3rd and 5. Wildcats at the Anthem 44-yard line. Thomas, the running back, 4 receivers. Camps goes out of the shotgun. He's thrown on every play on this series, has Camps. He'll throw again. Has pressure, throws incomplete. A penalty marker comes in. Betancourt was in the backfield. 2 markers on the play. And we'll see what this penalty is going to be. Big decision by the referees. I think it's going to go against Anthem. It will. Roughing the passer against Anthem, and it'll be a 15-yard penalty down to the 29-yard line of Anthem. Anthem holding on to a 27-21 lead here in the later stages of the ball game. 1st and 10 Wildcats at the 29-yard line of Anthem. And timeout is called, and I believe referee didn't signal which side, but I would guess it is Anthem. Anthem holding on to a 27-21 lead here in the final minutes of the ball game, and this the decisive drive for the Wildcats. A touchdown and a 1-point conversion could give the Wildcats a lead and potentially a win. And after the timeout, the Wildcats 1st and 10 at the Anthem 29-yard line. So the Wildcats trying to draw up a play. Anthem holding on to a 27-21 lead. Final minutes of this ball game. 1st and 10. Wildcats at the 29 of Anthem. Empty backfield, 5 receivers. Camps out of the shotgun on 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 29 of Anthem. Camps looks to throw, fires deep down the near side into traffic. It is intercepted the 5-yard line by Wright for Anthem. It was intended for Lyles and 2 other receivers right there, including Nino Tejon. So the Wildcats took a chance throwing it up into traffic down there. And that is the ball game. That's the thing with not having a running clock. Anthem holding on and winning this ball game by a score of 27-21. Anthem runs their record to 8-1, while the Wildcats dropped to 4-6. 27-21. Anthem winning this ball game and sweeping the other 2 today. I'm Eric Anderson for Jeff Lowry. Have a good evening.